Hello and welcome back, my Seahorse Knights. Today, we'll make the Seahorse stand out by painting him even more and make the final details and finishing touches. And if you're enjoying this series, make sure you like, share, and subscribe since I really do appreciate it. Or even check out my course on how to make a game-ready character from scratch in Blender. Links are in the description. Let us start with subtle brush around his cheeks and mouth. But when I look closer, I can see that our seahorse is not shade smoothed. So in the object mode, I'm going to right click the seahorse and make sure he is shade smoothed. That way, it will look so much better and we will not have that blocky parts. Back to the vertex paint mode, let us actually make the blush. As you can see, in my draw brush, I'm going to select a pinkish color. Let me just remove the reference so you can see the values I'm using, just in case you want to copy them. And with a low strength of 0.1, I think I'll bring it up a bit more and try it out on the lips. A bit more? Okay, so 0.25 seems to be a good value for me. And now let me do a pass below his eyes. Like this. I think this is good placement, so with a burr brush, let me just smooth it out a bit more. Who thought that he will be getting some makeup? He probably loves it. And the burr brush is very subtle, so I will do a few more passes. And I'm happy with the result. I can also blur the mouth. Okay. The next thing I actually want to try out after saving this cover is actually make the dots on our seahorse. I know in the reference those are actually bubbles that are like in the front of the seahorse, but dots will add some flavor, as I will say. It will look pretty amazing. So with the lightest color selected, we will go to the stroke and make sure we enable jitter so we do not paint every dot manually. That will be madness, as I say. So with the small brush, you can see what it does. It actually spaces out the strokes, making little dots along the way. And the bigger the jitter, the more spread out they will be. So when I now make a stroke, this is how it looks like. Pretty nice, actually. That is what we want. And we can actually disable the symmetry because a symmetric result will appear more realistic for sure. And I'm already loving this. Let us do a full pass around his body, so I think I will start with the tail actually, because on the reference it looks quite cute. And also the brush size affects the size of the dots in general. So let me just make my brush a bit bigger. And now you can see the dots are bigger as well. Now let me also put some on his back, like this. And do not worry if they get on the fin. It's pretty nice that way. It seems much more natural. And let us add some dots to the side fins as well. So this part here is perfect. And now let us do it on the other side. And also I'll do it here on the accents. The tippity tops are now looking amazing. And now I will do and paint the back fins. So I will select a darker orange color and make sure the saturation is a bit higher. I think I will increase the strength a bit more since it is barely visible. I can do it even more. And here we have it. A pass around this fin to make it look so much better. I can even enable the X symmetry, but I need to make sure I go back and paint those two I did without symmetry. Just doing it so it does not get on the side fins. And you can see how much difference this subtle take makes. It's pretty amazing. Now with the X symmetry off, I will also paint those ones. And here we have it. Let us also paint the side fins, since they look a bit blank. Of course, with the X symmetry enabled. I will also paint from above and below. So it does not look like the texture just kinda stops at some places. And well, here we have it. But of course I want to be able to see the eyes rendered and the material rendered in the same screen. And we can actually do that in the shader editor. So up here in the shading panel or the shader editor, we have the ability to create materials and lay out textures. So in the shading tab, I want to make sure I go up here to the object mode. Let me close this real quick. And with the Seahorse body selected, make sure the overlays are enabled. I want to click on new. That will add a new material to our Seahorse. And for example, if I zoom in, we have some different settings here. The one we are concerned is color. As you can see, when I change it, it affects the color of our Seahorse. And what I will actually do is press Shift A or go up here to add a node. Let me just move the reference around. It is in the way. We can go to add and search for what we need or press Shift A. Oh, let me just, oh yes, I need the screencast keys. Need to move them here. Okay, now the screencast keys are here. Let me just close all these things. Now let us make our Seahorse smaller. He's looking through the window. Pretty cute. So Shift A, I can search for color attribute. That is what we want. So color attribute, click, and here we have it. Down here, we want to select attribute, which is our color we have been painting, and plug it into base color. So just click, drag, and plug it. And here we have the texture. This is how it looks like on our Seahorse. And here you can edit even more things such as roughness, alpha, and roughness is what we'll edit. So you can see it can either be very rough or glossy. I think I will point it to 0.4. A result that he looks like he's a bit in the water, so there's a little bit shine on him, but he still looks quite matte. And here we have it! Together, we have gone through the basics of blocking out character, sculpting, or even coloring. If you have been following along this course and have made a Seahorse yourself, you should be proud because I am surely proud of you. Of course, this is not the end, so do not have to cry tears of sadness. Let us cry the tears of joy, since more content is on the way. So, see you soon. I hope you enjoyed this series, and have fun blending in the meantime. Bye bye!